everyone. So moving on to video number 2, where I'm carrying on talking about, because reading about the immune system and diet. So, one important amino acid is something called glutamine. This is the most abundant amino acid in the body. It has a vital role in gut health. Key food sources of glutamine include beetroot, cabbage, spinach, lentils, and beans. The book also discusses polyunsaturated fats, which are known as PUFAs. Polyunsaturated fats are essential fatty acids. The body cannot make them. We can only get them from food. PUFAs are very important in inflammation reduction. But when they are heated, the beneficial effects are cancelled out. One important source of polyunsaturated fat is sunflower oil. But we have to be careful because heating PUFAs can result can damage them, and this can then transform them into trans fats, which are very, very harmful. Trans fats are banned in the USA, Denmark, Austria, and Switzerland, but they're not banned in the UK. I think they should be. I don't understand why they're not banned. They are often listed on food packaging as mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, so it's important to read labels if you want to avoid them. They are very bad for you. There is no safe limit. Omega-3 fatty acids are also classed as a PUFA. There are 3 types: ALA, EPA, and DHA. ALA is found in walnuts and chia. EPA and DHA is found in fish. But we need to convert ALA into EPA or DHA, but this process is ineffective, so the best sources come from oily fish. If you're vegan, you might want to take a supplement. Omega-6 is also a PUFA too. And we need a balance, ideally, between the omega-3s and the omega-6s. Currently, people consume more omega-6 than they do omega-3, but it should be the other way around. But both are essential. And the book also discusses fibre. Insoluble fibre is not fermented in the colon, but it has very important health benefits in terms of keeping our bowels moving. Whereas the soluble fibre is fermented and it feeds on good bacteria. So, two types of soluble fibre are inulin and beta-glucan. A good source of beta-glucan is to be found in oats and barley, and it enhances the immune response. Inulin-rich foods include onions, leek, garlic, and chicory. Resistant starch contains the benefits of both insoluble and soluble fibre, and gut bacteria love it. It can't be digested anywhere except the colon. A good source are cold white potatoes, as you might find in a potato salad, unripe bananas, and cold legumes that have been cooked and cooled, because the cooking and then the cooling process turns the starch into resistant starch. We need 30 grams of fibre a day, but 90% of people in the UK do not get enough. Now on to proteins. There are 20 different types of amino acids that can be combined to make protein. 9 are essential. In other words, the body can't make these, they have to come from food. Complete proteins provide all of the 9 essential amino acids: meat, eggs, milk, and fish. If you are vegan, quinoa and soy are complete sources of protein. Incomplete sources. Many plant-based proteins must be consumed together, for example rice with beans, lentils. This increases the usability of the protein. Now, moving on to sugar. Bacteria love sugar, but if you consume a lot of sugar, the bacteria that we don't want more of will multiply, which is why it's important to be careful with sugar, particularly refined sugar. Zinc. Now, zinc is an important antioxidant mineral involved in cellular metabolism, protein and DNA synthesis and cell division, and wound healing. T cells are particularly vulnerable to deficiency. Deficiency causes the thymus to shrink, resulting in a low number of T cells. Shellfish, beans, nuts, whole grains, pumpkin seeds, and dairy are good sources. However, phytates that are present in whole grain breads and legumes can inhibit its absorption. Selenium is another important mineral and antioxidant. It's involved in the production of antibodies. Meat, fish, and nuts are good sources. A particularly good source is Brazil nuts, but also sesame, seafood, and whole grain. Now, phytochemicals are produced by plants and are very important for our health. They fight free radicals. An important phytochemical are the polyphenol class, and carotenoids are in this group. Carotenoids include beta-carotene, lycopene, etc. Eat them with fat for absorption. Good sources are sweet potatoes and spinach, etc. And another important polyphenol is ellagic acid. Or ellagic, I don't know if I'm pronouncing how you pronounce it, but yeah. Raspberries are a very good source, and strawberries, blackberries, grapes, walnuts, and pecans. Another good polyphenol is resveratrol. And the skin of grapes, very good source. Also contained in blueberries, strawberries, dark chocolate, and peanuts. Another polyphenol is the flavonoids, which is an antioxidant. Apples, onions, coffee, legumes, and ginger, etc. Another important phytochemical are the glucosinolates. These are sulfur-containing compounds and they help promote longevity. Broccoli, cabbage, and mustard, good sources. Now, garlic is great for gut health. Garlic, whole fresh garlic, contains alanine. When chopped, whole fresh garlic contains alanine. When chopped, this converts to allicin, and this converts to other compounds. It gives it its medicinal quality. Let crushed garlic stand for 10 minutes before cooking, because that helps to prevent the loss of its properties. Now, one reason why exercise is important is because short-chain fatty acid butyrate is made by gut bacteria, which helps strengthen immunity, and exercise encourages bacteria to make more of it. So we need to keep and we also need to keep our immunity-nourishing lymph moving as it contains immune cells. 30 minutes of brisk walking every day increases the circulation of white blood cells, but it has a short-lived effect, so it needs to be regular. So over a week, activity should add up to at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise, which includes brisk walking, cycling, etc. So aim to be active daily. Moderate intensity exercise, for example, walking for 30 to 60 minutes a day is the most effective for immune function, but make sure you walk fast to get the most benefit. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next video now to carry on reviewing this book. So moving on to video 3.